Welcome to Jeremiah's Porch Talks. This is where we take a few minutes, talk about leadership and life, right from my front porch here in Sykesville, Maryland. Rain or shine, this is a time for us to reflect, reset, and get ready for whatever comes next in our respective journeys. I'm Jeremiah. Thanks for joining me. I want to start today's chat with a question. What if the greatest risk to a meaningful life isn't failure, but distraction? Not falling short, but saying yes to too many things and waking up one day unsure whether or not any of it really mattered. There's a new book called Essentialism that stayed with me. And there's a story in that about a young executive who once asked Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, how can I become a more effective leader? Drucker didn't say, work harder. He didn't say, be more efficient. He said, you need to learn to say no. Just that. Because doing more doesn't guarantee meaning. But doing the right things with clarity and purpose can change everything. That's the core of essentialism. It's not about getting more things done. Essentialism is about getting the right things done. Essentialism is about living by design, not by default. Choosing your life instead of letting it be chosen for you. But let's tell the truth. Sometimes saying no doesn't feel possible. Maybe you're new to a role and you're trying to build some of your own credibility. Maybe you're the leader and you're carrying the load so others don't have to. Maybe you're holding your family together during a crisis and no one else can say yes, so you do. And you do it with love, with grit, and with faith. But deep down, the cost accumulates. That's why essentialism says, once you give yourself permission to stop trying to do it all, you can make your highest contribution. Let that sit with you. Only once you give yourself permission to stop trying to do it all can you make your highest contribution. Because when everything is important, nothing is. And when you're constantly pouring out without purpose, even your yes loses power. So how do we move more toward essentialism in a world that keeps demanding more and more? Number one, pause, even just for a moment. Sometimes what you need most is to stop, step back, and ask yourself what really matters. We're so conditioned to move fast, decide now, and react instantly. But clarity is rarely found in a rush. Let me just say that again. Clarity is rarely found in a rush. Number two, name what's essential. What matters most right now? What aligns with your values, with your calling, and with your energy? Get specific and then give it your everything. Number three, protect your yes. Not every opportunity is yours to carry. Not every crisis is yours to solve. You don't owe the world your exhaustion. You owe it your clarity. And when you do say yes, move swiftly. And again, give it your everything. And always remember, essentialism isn't about perfection. It's about direction and permission. Permission to lead with focus. To let go of the good in order to give your best. To say yes when it matters and no when it doesn't and not feel guilty about it. And that brings me back to my closing line for every Jeremiah's Porch Talk. Keep the most important things, the most important things. It's more than just a sign-off. It's a way of living. It's how we stay grounded in a world that tries to pull us in every direction. It's how we build something that lasts. So here's our challenge. This is a strange one, maybe. Say no to one thing that isn't essential. Say no. And say yes, a full-hearted, unapologetic yes to something that is. It could be rest. It could be a project at work. It could be time with your friends or family or children. It could be something that you've put off. Whatever it is, let it remind you what matters most in your life. That's it for today. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on Jeremiah's Porch Talks. Rain or shine, I'll see you next time. And always remember to keep the most important things the most important things.